You take all that aesthetic cuteness away, and what are you left with? I sound like Die Sparrow.
Strip away the gold and the ornaments, and this is what remains.
You take it away, and it's pretty boring. It's pretty dull. There, I said it. Now before you come at me like tar in the night, hear me out for a second. This is a very quick summary of why I'm likely not going to be getting Slime Rancher 2. No matter how many pastel glittery slime Rancher undoubtedly is loved. It has a huge fan base, one that I probably just pissed off. And I get it, for gamers who probably like Stardew Valley and other games that are relaxing, you know, you go out and you complete small jobs. I get it. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you know me, I love a good to-do list. Just for a task-oriented game, I just don't find it that satisfying. And isn't that the whole point? I actually thought when I got it, because I didn't really do that much research going in, that it was kind of a cleaning game, and I was really wrong. And initially I was like, this is pretty cool. And then it got old really quick. I only played it for very short bursts at a time. Quite simply, I just found myself not invested, and I think for me anyways, it's lacking a few key areas that if improved upon, really could have prevented that. The story, for example, feels kind of displaced for me.
You've got mail.
Mainly because in order to get it, you have to read emails, which is such a heavy visual game. I would have thought it would supply us with a bit more visual aid, like how they tell the journey, but it didn't do that. I wish it had given me more of the main character, and then I might feel more of a purpose whilst doing tasks. It could have been really effective to drive me to want to play it more. You could argue that for this type of game you don't need a lot of story, but I would still like at least have enough that I cared to some degree, you know? And the same can be said about the characters. I don't care about the main character, or this character, or this one, or any of them, except for Bob. I want to know Bob's story so bad. Why does he need so many chickens? Let's be honest, the visual appeal is the biggest draw for this game. It can be very tempting. That's what drew me to the game, like I'm sure it did most people. It's very light, feel good, yet repetitive. And again, as I said before, that could be the basis to a great game, and you may really enjoy it. It just didn't scratch that I'm checking off things on my to-do list kind of itch that I personally look for in this type of game. Little teeny bit tedious, otherwise the effects were great, the sound design, art style, food for the eyes. I mean, look at the tiny little squishy faces. Speaking of these adorable guys, this brings me to my last point, which could have been a big game changer for me. They don't actually do a hell of a lot. Give them more abilities, please. I want lasers. Lasers? I want layers. But yeah, lasers would be cool too. Give them laser eyes, why not? It could have brought a whole extra enjoyment factor to the game, but I would forgive some of the story just not existing. Which leads me back to Slime Rancher 2 and what the plans are for the new slimes. Because apparently they're going to be introducing slimes that have other elements to them. So I'm assuming either in a way that they're looked after, or what they can do, like special moves, like a Nesco kick. If they do this, if this is in fact correct information, I will be interested in taking a little peek. Otherwise I won't be bothering. That's just my thoughts. It depends what you want from it really. It's not a bad game as such, it just didn't quite do it for me. Love the memes though. Slime Rancher community is a real creative bunch. I will say I'm glad I got it on sale and not at full price. Maybe do that if you're not sure. Tell me down below what your favourite slime is and why, and it can't be because it's freaking cute. It's not allowed. It's not a valid reason.